Hello guys, welcome to Infinite Dimensions. Today I'm going to show you how to model this coffee cup and beans in Blender. This tutorial is gonna be beginner friendly, so even if you're a beginner, it will be easy to follow up. So let's start. Press Shift A and add a cylinder. Change the vertices from 32 to 46. No, 46. Okay. Now tap to edit mode. Press G, Z, and 1 to move it like so. Press S, Shift Z to isolate your scaling on only the Y and X axis and scale it down like so. Select the top of the cylinder and then press G, Z to move it down and then S to scale it up a bit. Press Ctrl R to add loop cut. I want 2 segments, so use your middle mouse button, scroll it up to create this segment. Okay. I'll switch back to face selection mode by pressing 3 on your keyboard and then select the top face again. Press P to separate the selection. Tap to object mode. Select the face that you just separated and then tap to edit mode again. Select the face. Press S to scale it up and then E to extrude it up. I to insert the face. E to extrude it up again. I to insert. This time a little bit bigger. And then E to extrude it up again. And then press S to scale it down like so. Press I again to insert the face. And then E this time. Move your mouse down to create the downward extrusion. Okay. Tab out of edit mode. Right click and shade smooth. This one to right click and shade smooth. Select this. Go to the modifiers tab. Add modifier and add a bevel modifier. So type bevel. Yeah. Just by tapping B, you see bevel here. Select it. Hold shift and decrease the amount. And then increase the segment to 3. Under shading, check harden normals. Okay. Select this bottom half or this shape and select this top, or maybe I should what is this called? I don't even know. I'm not a coffee guy though. You guys let me know in the comment section. So I'll just call this cap. Select it. Press Ctrl L and then choose copy modifiers. Yeah, what this does is it copies the modifiers of this cap. And again, I don't know what this is called in real life. So yeah, let's continue. Now we are pretty much done with our I think maybe I should increase the segment of this cup bottom. No, the amount rather. So let's increase the amount. Mm, yep, perfect. Now let's create a hole at the top so that you can stick a straw in it and then sip or suck your coffee. Tap to edit mode. Press I to insert. I again. I again. Now select these faces. Maybe I should add a loop cut here. Yep. Switch to face selection mode by pressing 3 and then select these faces. So just right click and then go to loop tools and then select circle. If you're a beginner, you probably don't have loop tools. Let me show you how to get it in Blender. It's completely free. So tab out of edit mode, go to edit and then preferences, select get extension, type loop tools in the search bar and then install it. As you can see, I've already installed it. So yeah, that's how you get the loop tools. Now back to the tutorial. Tap to edit mode, press E to extrude inside and then press X and select faces to delete them. Nice. This is looking rough, so let's press Ctrl+1 to add a subdivision modifier. Maybe let's increase the segment to 2. Nah, it's still not, we are not getting the result I want, so I'll actually delete this bevel modifier and then go to edit mode, press Ctrl R to add support loops to this. So add support loop here, Ctrl R and add one here, Ctrl R, add one here, yeah, Ctrl R and I'll add one here. Oh. Ctrl R again and add one here as well. Let's add one here as well. And then press 3 and select this face. Press I to insert. Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. You need to add one here too. Perfect. This thing is not sharp enough, so let's add a loop cut there. Tap to edit mode, press Ctrl R and then add a loop cut here. Yep. I love the results. So let's create a coffee bean. So select everything, press G, X and move it aside. Press Shift A, Q, scale it down and then press S, Z to scale it here as well. Oh, and then press S, X to scale it here. We want to make it a thinner. Maybe I should scale on the Z axis as well. So S, Z. Yep. Now press Ctrl A and select scale to apply the scale. Always apply the scale. Now tap to edit mode. Press Ctrl R to add loop cuts. Press Ctrl B to bevel the loop cut and give it one segment by scrolling your mouse wheel. Now select the middle loop or middle segment. Press G, Z and move it down like so. Now tab out of edit mode, press Ctrl 2 to add subdivision modifier, right click, and shift smooth. Ah, this is a nice looking coffee bean. I don't know if I get the shape right. I don't have any reference. I'm just doing everything from my imagination. So now I want to create a bunch of this, but first let's create an empty for this cup. So press Shift A and go to empty. Let's use cube. Select this cup, press GX and move it here. Now select everything here. Select the empty. Press Ctrl P and parent them. Now if you select the empty and move it, the cup will move along with it. Now select the coffee bean. Actually, it's inside the cup. Let's move it here. And then let's rename it to bean. So press F2 and type bean. We'll call this to coffee cup. Oh, not no. Let's select the empty since everything is inside the empty, and rename it to cup. Now, rather coffee underscore cup. Yeah. Now select the bean. Go to the modifiers tab. Add modifier. Add an array modifier. Increase the sorry. Increase the count to maybe 10, and then select randomness, then just offset it. Okay, offset it anyhow you want. This one you can just follow my procedure here. This is 1.2, 1.750, 1.640, and then rotation as well. Randomize everything, sorry, including a scale. Yep, let's flip some around. I don't think it's working. That's okay. Now let's move that back. Press G, Y, press Alt D to duplicate it. The reason why I press Alt D is I don't want my scene to be heavy. So all of this, by pressing Alt D, I have the same data on this one as well. So even if I go to edit mode and then edit this bean, the other duplicated bean also do the same. It also have the same data. Okay, now let's continue. Tap to object mode again. Let's flip this bean around. So press Ctrl and M and hold the middle mouse button. Yep, flip it around and press G and X to move it back, and G, Z. Yep. Now select everything. Oh, sorry. Select the second bean and Alt D again to make a duplicate. Okay. Perfect. Now it's time to add some textures. No, actually, let's add a background. So press Shift A, go to Mesh, and then select Plane. Now press S to scale. Thanks to it. Now apply the scale by pressing Ctrl E and then scale. Tap to edit mode. Select this edge. Press E to extrude it out. Select this edge. Press Ctrl B to bevel. And then use this middle mouse button to give it a lot of segments like so. Oh, such a weird shape. Let me fix that. Easy. Yep. And then select the edge here and give it a bevel. Right click and shape smooth. I think the bean is facing the same direction, even though we use the random option here, but let's do it manually using this gizmo. So yeah, let's tilt it like so. Just play along until you get the desired results. Yep, I think this is fine for me. Now let's add a camera to our scene. So press Shift A and add a camera. Press 0 on numpad to switch to camera view. Oh, I think mine is already positioned the way I want it to, but you can adjust it. You have to lock the camera, then adjust it, maybe like so. Now select this floor, press G, Z, and then move it down. Yeah, perfect. Now it's time to add some texture to the scene, and then we are done. So go to the shaders tab, select the coffee cup, yeah, the bottom one. Press Shift A, go to search, and then type gradient. And add a gradient texture, place it here. Press Shift A again, this time add a color ramp. Yeah, color ramp. Plug the output color of the gradient to the input factor of the color ramp, and then the color ramp output to the base color of the principal BSDF. Select the gradient texture, press Ctrl T to add a texture coordinate. Move it here, go to rotation and change the Y rotation to 90. 90. Okay. Move this black color here and then change this one from white to maybe light brown. Maybe a bit darker. Yes. Now press Shift A and add noise texture. In order to see what we are going to do, press Shift and Control or Control Shift and click on the noise texture. As you can see, now you can see what we are about to do. Press Shift A and add a color ramp. No, let's use this one. Press Shift D to duplicate it and place it on this line. Perfect. Now drag this one back and move this one forward, and then hold Control and add another color. Change it to white. Okay, let me move this one forward a bit more and change it to maybe dark brown. Yep. Now select all these, move it back. Now let's connect the principal BSDF to the material output. So Control Shift and then click on it. Yes. And press Shift A, search, and this time add a mix color node. So mix color. Place it here. Connect the color output of the color RAM to the mix color as well. Change it from mix to multiply, and then increase the factor a bit. Change this black color to dark brown as well. Maybe, yep. Think we are pretty much done. No. Let's change the color coordinate from generated to object. So connect the object to vector. Okay. Now select the curve here. Change the color from white to black. Now let's texture the beam. Press Shift A and add a color ramp. Connect the color output to the base color. Press Shift A again and add a noise texture. Connect it to the color ramp. Increase the scale to 30. And then increase this color like so. Change the color from black to dark brown. And change the white color to brown. Press 0 on your numpad to switch to camera view. And then press Z and switch to rendered view. Press Shift A, go to light and add an area light. Press GZ and move it up like so. Go to the data tab and set the power to 1000. Press Shift A again. Go to light and add another area light. Press G and move it here. Set the power to 800. Press R, Y to rotate it like so. Actually press G and move it up. Okay. Now press Shift D to duplicate it and move it here. and then hold Control M and flip it around. Now hold Shift, select this light, press G, Y to move it forward. Select the floor now and change the color to maybe light orange to add a contrast to our scene. You know what? Let's give this cup a slight tilt so it makes the scene look better. So select the top, then the bottom, press R, Y, and tilt it like so. Press G, oh, G, and move it here. Perfect. Now, you don't need to be told, guys. This looks perfect than before. So before you go ahead and render your scene, go to the render tab and change the render samples from 64 to 90. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want this blend file, I will leave a link to download it in the description.